Hello everyone and welcome to the Captain's video vlog. We are Monday, July the 24th, 2017 and yeah, I'm recording from my home because I've taken my Monday off. Hey! I think that I really needed that because holy shit, I cannot stand the town of Bordeaux. I mean when I spend the weekends there, I just cannot take my mind away from work, and I feel like it's pretty detrimental to, well, my work ethic when it comes to the internship. So, yeah, spending 3 days here was the best solution that I could find. Also, things are gonna start to get more and more difficult to manage in the coming weeks. So yeah, I feel like it's always good to take kind of a breather. Anyway, so over this past week, holy shit, my hair is in a disastrous state, but it's because, well, basically I'm leaving in about a bit less than an hour. So yeah, and I just woke up. So hey, anyway, what did I want to talk about? Yeah, so this past week at work, it was essentially setting up what we're gonna use in the different meetings that I'm supposed to set up, in the next few days. Ha! Hopefully. Um, I mean, there's still a lot of stuff that isn't quite ready yet to use. So yeah, I just cannot really say, hey, so are you available on these days? Maybe we'll have something, the whole thing really ready for you by then. And, I just cannot say that with 100% certainty. So, yeah, basically there's that. Something that is completely out of my hands in terms of what can I do to make it better. Well, nothing. Oh, so yeah, I mean, on my end, everything that I had to do was done, I guess. And basically that's that for the entire work week. Also, I've been really under the wind. I don't know if that's even something that we say in English. But yeah, I've been pretty fucking tired. It's really like 90% on me. Because I'm like, yeah, midnight, maybe it's too early to eat. No, it's not. It's fucking not. It's exactly the opposite. It's or actually too late. Yeah, you should eat at 10 p.m. tops. And no, I end up, taking a meal at 3 a.m. like a NEET, which I'm not, because I'm actually working. So yeah, it's entirely on me. Even though if I were to eat at 3 a.m. and then directly go to sleep, I would have still 5 hours of sleep. Except I don't. It's my sleep schedule is a mess, and I don't act in the right way to fix it, and I think that it's the biggest problem right now. Besides that, what's been the big news? I don't know. There's been this entire thing with Neymar maybe leaving Barcelona to go to Paris Saint-Germain, and everyone was pretty much sure that it was gonna happen until yesterday night. Gerard Piqué posted a photo on Instagram and on Twitter with the caption saying "Se queda," meaning he stays, and it's so funny because Gerard Piqué, he's just such a controversial figure in Barcelona and in Spain because, well, he's very much pro Catalan independence, and he's got this feud with basically every other player on the Real Madrid rosters. There's Sergio Ramos. I don't even know if that's how you pronounce it in English. Sergio Ramos. And there's Arbeloa, even though I think he's not at Real Madrid anymore. I'm not sure. Like, there's there's so little turnover actually within Real Madrid that I'm not sure that certain players are there or not. I know that Morata left for Chelsea. Good for him. He complained a bit about not playing enough, and that's fair. I mean, if you took him back from Juventus just so that he wouldn't play against you with Juventus, well, fuck you. Yeah. Besides that, holy shit, what happened here? I mean, there's like a puddle of water. I hope it's water. I don't want to have put my foot in dog piss. Besides that, yeah, Marseille didn't win their last preseason game, which is in a sense okay because we all know what happens when Marseille wins all their preseason games. After that, it's a fucking disastrous season, and we don't want that. Against the Glasgow Rangers, and we didn't lose, so there's that. On Thursday we play against Ostend, a club from Belgium. So yeah, maybe with the addition, no, actually not against Ostend, but after that, because he will be there apparently. Carlos Bacca, the Colombian international, yeah, he's apparently Milan and Marseille have found an agreement, even though other sources says that there's no such thing as an agreement between us. So who to believe? I don't know. Yeah, it's. I mean, this week, it's more memorable for what happened in sports. For example, there was the end of the Tour de France with Bardet barely retaining his spot on the podium. Like he was second before the time trial in Marseille, and there was like this huge war in the Velodrome when he left the ramp, and then he just he saved actually the third place for 1 second, and I don't think that it was even that. It was like just maybe a matter of hundredths of a second between him and Mikel Landa. Mikel Landa, who might be leaving for Movistar, and that would be a very wise move for both parts, because Mikel Landa, he looks like his potential is being, I don't know, I wouldn't say stifled, but yeah, there's definitely he's holding back as a domestique of Chris Froome. And well, movie stars, they definitely need a leader for the Tour de France, because, well, I mean, Valverde is on his way out. He's like 38 years old, and he's not cycling until early 2018. So yeah, and Quintana, well, he fizzles that every time the road gets a little bit steeper. So yeah. They definitely need a leader who, might not be like a Richie Porte. We've seen Richie Porte being, well, basically a teammate for Chris Froome in the Pyrenees or the Alps. Yeah, I mean, it was neither this year because he quit during the Jura. So yeah. But yeah, what else? Well, Chris Froome won, obviously, and Rigoberto Urán took the second place. Like, where do you come from, Rigoberto? You don't look like you belong here. What have you done during the tour? I don't know. Yeah. And, well, I mean, Bardet needs to get better on time trials, because that's going to be, he's never been that kind of rider, but he will need to learn how to master the art of the time trial, because that's an integral part of winning the tour. And also Warren Barguil. Oh man, this dude, like, he could easily be the next Vogler, the next Virank, maybe with more success than Vogler, because I don't think that Vogler ever brought the polka dot jersey to Paris. But yeah, Virank, definitely. With less doping, hopefully. Yeah, that's like I thought that in my head, it was like Bardet and Barguil, they are our generation's Virenque and Jalabert, except that I've known the years with Virenque and Jalabert, where the entire country was just behind two French guys when French cycling was just like down. They couldn't go for the yellow jersey. They At first it was the green jersey for Jalabert, and then there was this terrible accident, and he came back, but as a contender, strong contender for the King of the Mountain. And there was Virenque, who is like one of the all-time greats in terms of climbing. So yeah. Besides that, what else? I don't know. There was Game of Thrones that started. Game of Thrones. Holy shit! This season has started fast. Like, so much stuff has already happened, and we're only two. Like, it's only been 2 episodes. I mean, it's 2 hours, and definitely this season, season 7 is going to be much faster paced than the 6 previous seasons. But yeah, I wasn't expecting it to be like that. So yeah. I'm not gonna talk too much about it. I mean, spoilers are bad, even though, who even watches my videos? But still, it's like kind of a time capsule, so you want to get back into that kind of I don't know, maybe that kind of mindset of when you didn't know about who died and what happened in the latest episode. But it was definitely shocking, even though there's definitely a recurring theme with Daenerys and her plans. Yeah. And getting to a new place, because definitely you're expecting Dany and her fleet to arrive, to make landfall on Westeros. You're just not expecting the Lannisters or whoever to attack them while they are on the narrow sea, because dragons. Yeah. So yeah, she made landfall. So there's that. What else? Oh yeah, there's a new Doctor. They revealed the 13th Doctor, Jodie Whittaker. I'm actually, I actually don't give a damn. Yeah, I actually kind of need to see her really step into the role. The only thing that I could be skeptical of is, are Chris Chibnall and his team are they going to be able to write a convincing female Doctor? Because that's the big question. It's not, Doctor Who is ruined because it's a woman. I'm just not like that, especially since I've read the letter from the creator of Doctor Who, saying that all the way back in 1986, you kind of need to breathe new life in the show, so why not have a female Doctor, god damn it. Well, he didn't say it in those words because he's an old-fashioned guy. Well, yeah. But basically that was his message. I've got a few ideas. I can write a convincing female Doctor if you want, so have at it. And the BBC said, nah, we're gonna put this totally non-serious dude alongside a girl with guns and bats and what have you. And then 3 years later the show was cancelled. So I don't know, maybe that was a done decision to not listen to the creator. Maybe he knew better for the show that he created, even though it had been about 20 years since he didn't work on it anymore. So, yeah. I think that's a good choice, because Jodie Whittaker is a very talented actress. I've seen her in Broadchurch, and that's basically the only place where I've seen her, because I haven't got the right services to watch Black Mirror, even though I could pirate it, I guess. But nah, I'm just series. It's an entirely different beast, because the offer is here and it's really available, and it's pretty much convenient most of the time, because there's still Amazon Prime Video. That kind of sucks ass, but yeah. What can you do sometimes? What else? Really? Battleground. What a shit fest that was. Wow. For about 6 months and maybe more, I kind of I kind of fell out around WrestleMania. Uh, yeah, as if I didn't get late on a lot of stuff around WrestleMania. Um, so yeah, but during that time, SmackDown was definitely the A show, and apparently Vince McMahon doesn't like that at all. So he decided to cancel Talking Smack because it was too unscripted for WWE. Fuck you, Vince. And then SmackDown became, like they want to make it clear that SmackDown is the B show, and what better way to drive that point home that to have the Great Khali return during a Punjabi prison match. And I mean, like, okay, sure, the Singh brothers, they were definitely one of the highlights of that match, if you can have highlights in that kind of match, but it's still not enough. It's just so not enough. What else was there on the show? I mean, the action wasn't bad. It's just the result that don't make sense. I loved the New Day taking the titles from the Uso. Like, that was an amazing match, and the New Day are highly entertaining. And maybe the New Day versus the Usos could be a very, very good match at SummerSlam if the Usos don't, take their rematch close. They don't cash it in before SummerSlam, because I still think that the Usos, like, they have gotten so much better since it's not Paranoia, it's the Usos. Like, they've become so great. The rap battle was amazing. The reference to Paige's sex tape. Oh, I didn't see that coming. I was shocked. After that was the flag match that was just a mess, and John Cena winning because USA, god damn it, Rusev, when you hit Cena with the stand, on which you're supposed to put down the flag, after that you don't just carefully place it back, you just, I don't know, you kick it away, I don't know, bring it backstage, make it more difficult for Cena to put his flag down. Maybe he'll have to steal your stand, and that that may be actually out of bounds. That might be illegal in the match. I don't know. Just do something smart. He went through the tables. That was a fun spot, and then John Cena won the match. Woohoo! In Philadelphia, I guess. There was John Cena sucks chance when he came in, and then he was all USA, USA. Fuck off. I'm not too fond of American patriotism because it kind of it just blurs the line with nationalism, and that's not good. There were the matches. Sami Zayn versus Mike Kanellis. Mike Kanellis, I mean, maybe he should get a win to really establish the character and not always rely on Maria. Then again, they've been brought back as a package, so I would kind of expect it. But Sami Zayn won a match on pay-per-view, and isn't that precious. I mean, Sami Zayn, he deserves so much better. Like Nakamura also deserves better than to win by being kicked in the balls by Baron Corbin. I mean, Baron Corbin, he's a guy that knows what he's here for. He's here to, punch faces and get money, and that's what he does. But yeah, I don't know. It's just that Nakamura, there's definitely not the same feel to him on the main roster that there was on NXT because of his rivalries. Yeah, they expect him to get over just on charisma alone, and that's not gonna work because there's definitely not the same audience on NXT and on the main roster. There's probably a lot of the people who tune in onto SmackDown that won't even go out of their way to Google New Japan Nakamura, and to see his five-star match. I think it was a 5-star match against AJ Styles at Wrestle Kingdom a few years ago, because that was a goddamn great match. But yeah, so maybe, make him go into a program that's worthwhile, and also, a program where he will win and go into the main event instead of getting kicked in the balls by Baron Corbin and end of days, because I guess that's the way it is. Baron Corbin, yeah, I mean, at least Baron Corbin is consistent. He's got a character, I guess. There was the five-way women elimination match. Natalya will face Naomi. Okay, I mean, they are both very talented, very athletic. You know, technically it could be a great match. I just don't feel like the crowd is behind any of them enough. I mean, Naomi is definitely the right woman to hold to get you hype. You know, she's got the glow. She's even glowed the belt. So yeah, on that end, it's great. But the problem is, yeah, I just don't feel like, you know, there's enough traction behind any of those two women to really have the, you know, to have some impact at SummerSlam. You know, maybe Charlotte in the title picture, it's something that's been seen too often, but and again, it also sounds like the right decision. So what do I know? Maybe Becky Lynch. I don't know. She needs that, or maybe she needs a heel turn. I don't know. That would probably be better in that situation. And well, I mean, Lana. Oh, Lana. She's green. Oof. Oh, stiff kicks everywhere. Ooh. I mean, it was tough to to be focused on that match because I also was watching Game of Thrones. So yeah, and then there was the AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens match, and yeah, I mean, it was a good match. The finish was rubbish because AJ Styles had his right shoulder up. I will defend that to death, and yeah, I mean, he definitely had it up, and that's probably the only reason why there was this dumb ref bump. Like, the referee, like, stayed just dizzy for, like, 20 minutes. At least it felt like it. During which there were cross faces and calf crushers. And, yeah, no one tapped. Okay, sure. And then roll up, one shoulder up. Hey, new US champ. At least I hope that their SummerSlam clash will be just like a show-stealing match, because it very much has the possibility to be. And finally, yeah, the Punjabi prison match, which was kind of rubbish. Yeah, because stipulation is rubbish. I don't care about Randy Orton. The Singh brothers, bless their souls, they are taking bumps that are really scary. It's, like, awful. And yeah, you know, I really hope that they're gonna survive their tenure in the WWE. And the Great Khali is back, not really mobile, but I guess that he's strong and he can shake bamboo and choke Randy Orton and, you know, help another Indian out to, you know, so that he can retain the title. So yeah, Great Khali is back. Jinder Mahal still champ. One of the Singh brothers went through a table. Yeah, there was that. So yeah, Battleground, not great. Smackdown is back to being the B show, I guess, despite all the talent that's on there. Anyway, that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Sorry for the hair. Bye.